Hello friends, today topic is interviewing in 2025. Let's rant.
Also random, but very important. If you got a job, keep that shit. If you looking for a job, at this point, just sell drugs. Nigga, I just went on a job interview earlier this week. Yo, son, I was 20 minutes early for this nigga to be 15 minutes late. I had to go searching for him. Nigga, we sent an employee back there. Like, yo, he's standing right there. Nigga, I had to go get him. Yo, I'm here for a 3:45 interview. We going on 4 o'clock. What's the word? Like, what we doing? Oh, all right, I'm gonna meet you outside. All right, bet. Now, this is a job for a line cook. You feel me? I just need a part-time, second job, some easy shit. Line cook, I could do that in my sleep. All right, bet. Son finally sit me down. Nigga, whispering. Motherfucker whispering. So, you wanna do this job, huh? Pussy. Yo, speak up. Nigga, speak up. You was late. Speak up, nigga. Let's hurry this up. All right, cool. So now, they're gonna ask me, why do you think you could be a line cook? First of all, he asked me, yo, you got a copy of your resume? Nigga, it's 2025. I'm not walking around with hard copies of my resume. Are you stupid? Nigga, when I applied for this job, I sent the resume. Then on top of that, I had to fill out the application with all the identical information that's where on my resume. Nigga, you got my resume in 2 different modes, nigga. No, I don't. Next question. Next thing he say to me, oh, well, you know, if you really want to stand out amongst other applicants, you should bring your resume. Well, if I gotta use bringing my resume to stand out, it sound to me like ain't nobody bringing their resume, pussy nigga. So what's that telling you? Get with the times, you feel me? So that's that part. Now, niggas, next question. Well, why do you think you could be a line cook? That already let me know you ain't looking at my resume. Now, I know you didn't look at my resume. Why? Because the next thing I asked this nigga, well, did you look at my resume? No, I didn't have a chance to look at your resume. So, bitch nigga, you not even prepared and you want to sit here and give me tips on how to stand out. So now I got to be an asshole, right? So now I bet. Here's a digital copy of my resume. Slide you my phone. Go into Google Docs. There you go. There's my resume. Nigga, I've done everything from be a porter, a dishwasher, up to a sous chef, an expediter. I could do everything in the kitchen. And this ain't even like a full, like fine dining restaurant type shit. This is some bullshit. Just on the line cooking. So you not even prepared for this interview, my nigga. So, again, if you looking for a job, sell drugs, sell dick, sell some ass, but just don't waste your time, bro. I done wasted mad money on Ubers to get to these job interviews for zero reason. Don't waste your time. Just get a pack, move it quick. That's it.
After interviewing, I have never gotten rejected and I have always gotten an offer. I mean, especially within the past 2 years. And I think what really helps me the most, apart from my qualifications, of course, is me being a conversationalist. When I interview, we do not start the actual interview where they're like asking me questions, like tell me about yourself, la la la, until like 5 minutes until we're on that Zoom call. Like the first 1 to 5 minutes, it's literally us having a conversation. It's literally me catching up with my homegirl. Like, I don't know how to tell you, but like we get on the Zoom, hi, how are you? As soon as they ask me how I am, I don't just say, I'm good, how are you? I continue, I talk. I tell them what I was up to. I'm like, oh, I'm good. I just got back to my apartment. I had like 3 classes today and it's freezing. I don't know where you are, but I'm in like Madison. So the windshield is like 16 miles per hour. It's a struggle. And then they'll be like, oh, I'm actually in California, but I mean, it's been quite chilly here too. I'm like, has it been chilly there? Has it been chilly there? I don't want to hear it, you know, just a little tease ting in it. And then it goes, but this is actually a conversation I did have. But anyways, it went back and forth. And then she talked about like how she didn't grow up in California, but she ended up in California. And I was like, yes, I would love California, like whatever. We kept talking about that. And we just talked about freaking the different types of like states in the US just randomly for like freaking like 3 minutes. And then she told me how she was actually from Germany, and like we talked about German food, and I was like, yeah, I was gonna visit, but I'm not. And anyways, we continued on that conversation. We literally were just like laughing, and then she was like, okay, wait, we have to interview. And I was like, oh yeah, the interview. And it was actually just a fun, genuine conversation. Like, it was just me chopping it up. Like, that's literally how you should go into interviews. Is just, at the end of the day, this is a conversation that can potentially lead to a job. And at the end of the day, you're interviewing this person as much as they're interviewing you. They are not the prize. This company is not the prize by getting you as an employee. They're not doing you a favor by giving you this employment. They are not. You are bringing in bands. You are an employee and you are getting paid to do work. They are getting work, creativity, like so much out of you as a human being and exchanging it for money. So do not think that way. Don't be so nervous. Don't be like so like, oh man, like it doesn't have to be that serious. It really does not. And the moment you let that thought of like, oh, this is this deep and and it can be that deep. It's a job, it's an income, obviously. You know what I mean? It is that deep. But don't let it get to you. Don't let that like seriousness of and like the weight of getting a job get to you and make you so nervous that you fumble the bag. That's all I'm saying.
Dog, I hate when I interview and people be like, wow, you're answering these questions so well. You're doing such a great job. Hire me then. Hire me right now. You could do it. Why not? Why wouldn't you? If I'm answering all these fucking questions so fucking good and everything is so peachy keen, hire my ass. Just do it. Sign the paperwork. Send them. Google document. I sign. Whatever you want to do. I'm here. I'm ready. I'm with it. Let's go, baby. I hit the ground running. I'm not playing no games.
Y'all, I just left perhaps the worst job interview experience I've ever had. A little bit of backstory for those of you that don't know me. I am a recruiter. I work for a healthcare company. So this is literally what I do for a living. So about a week ago, I guess, the director of recruiting for this facility contacted me about a recruiting coordinator position. I read over the job description and saw that there were a couple red flags. The first one being that they were offering a $20,000 sign-on bonus. Now, I won't say every time, but in my experience, 9 times out of 10, if a company is offering a sign-on bonus, it's because they're having a hard time filling the role. And $20,000 sign-on bonus for any position anywhere is pretty substantial, much less a recruiting role. So, okay. Second thing, reading through the requirements, I did see that it said a bachelor's degree was required. So I let the guy know that I was interested, but I did send him a message and just told him, hey, look, I saw that this requires a bachelor's. I don't have a degree, so I don't want to waste your time. And he responds and says, I'll take experience in lieu of the degree. So that was red flag number 2 for me, because while a lot of companies will say, yes, we'll take experience over, in lieu of the degree, typically if the minimum requirements have a bachelor's listed, they don't just walk that back without updating the job description. So, okay. Fast forward to yesterday, the administrator for this facility calls me and wants to set up an interview. He's very insistent that we do an in-person, which that's fine. I'm not opposed to in-person interviews, but for the initial interview, that is kind of odd for 2025. So scheduled it for 10 o'clock this morning. I show up at 9:45. They can't find my application, which I had filled out on their website. They also hand me this whole stack of paperwork to fill out in addition to the application, which is annoying just because I've already filled all of this out one time. Now I'm having to fill it out a second time, and they're looking for my application in their system. They can't find it. So then I try to sign back in, and it keeps telling me that my credentials are incorrect. So then the girl at the desk has to call their IT, and I have to talk to their IT department to get all of my information reset, and then fill out the application for, you guessed it, a third time. This whole process takes like 45 minutes. So I'm already annoyed. And I'm like, I don't think this is the job for me. Homie's got 15 more minutes to come out here and meet with me, or I'm leaving. With 5 minutes to spare, he comes out and he asks me 3 questions to tell him a little about myself, to what are my strengths and my weaknesses, and then ask me if I have any questions. And so I had a couple for him. I asked him, how many open requisitions do you typically have at a time? He didn't give me a number. And so then I just jumped right to the point and I asked him what the target pay range was for this role. And he says this classic line that I hate. Well, it's based on experience. That's why I contacted you, with your experience. Yeah, what's the number? And he says, what are you targeting? So I tell him what I'm looking for. And, explain to him I work remote 100% of the time right now. This position is in office full time. That's fine if the offer is right. And he's like, okay, is that flexible at all? And I said, no, it's not. And he immediately ends the interview. See, this is why we do phone interviews. Because I just wasted 2.5 hours of my time between getting up, getting ready, driving the 45 minutes to this facility, waiting there for an hour for you to ask me 3 vague, just amateur questions. And we don't align on pay. I should also mention that the pay was not listed on the job description. It's fine. Everything's fine.
These employers know that it is an employer's market. I had an interview today that was about 90 minutes long, a 5th round interview, and I still believe that they are going to have one more final round of interviews to make a decision. I have an interview tomorrow that I'm currently working on a presentation for, putting together a presentation to go on site to present for 30 minutes and then continue to interview an hour. And this is for a 2nd round interview. And on the way to my interview today, I got a email from a recruiter saying, hey, can you meet today? I would love to chat with you about your experience. And I'm like, not tomorrow, not this week. Like, yeah, I can meet today. Like, employers know that they're that girl right now.
It's hard out here finding a job right now, but you know what? Keep looking. Tell me what you think in the comment down below, and thank you for watching until next time.